5 things that surprised me when I came to Canada from South Africa. Before we jump into the list, my name is Amin, and on this YouTube channel, I chat about my journey, coming to Canada, my experiences being in Canada, coming from Cape Town, South Africa, and what the differences are. In this one, we are going to talk about the 5 things that surprised me when I got to Canada. If you like this type of content, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and if you've immigrated before, let me know what the 5 things are that surprised you about your country. And if you haven't immigrated before, let me know in the comment section what you like about your country or what tourists like about your country. So let's go. Number 1, when we speak about Canada, we can't really talk about anything else but the weather. When I was in South Africa, I always wondered, why do Canadians always speak about the weather? What is it about the weather? But after I came here, I realized that the winters are extreme and the summers are extreme. Winters get colder than you freeze outside, and in the summer, you get this hot and humid weather. So there are these two polar opposite seasons. The change can be drastic within one day or within a couple of days. For example, the one day I was at the park in short sleeves and a shorts, and it was 28 degrees, and 2 days later it was snowing. So yeah, that's Canada for you, and that's the weather. In South Africa, we have a more mild climate. The climate is generally quite stable across the year. The summers do get warm, the winters do get cold, but we rarely reach the negative temperatures. In certain parts of South Africa, they do, though, up in the inland or further up north. Number 2, how multicultural Canada is. Canada is one of the most multicultural places on earth. There are so many immigrants. There are people from India, from China, from Japan, from Europe, from Africa, from Australia. There are people here from all over the world. And when I'm sitting on the train or walking downtown or just walking in Oakville, just walking in the stores, I hear people speaking all types of languages, which is amazing. You get to learn about different cultures. Our neighbors are from Lebanon. Our neighbors across the road is Ukrainian. And you just get to interact with people from all over the world. Don't get me wrong, South Africa is also multicultural, but all my neighbors in South Africa, they were usually South African, just from different South African backgrounds. So this is why they also call South Africa the Rainbow Nation, which indicates the diversity in South Africa. Number 3, things are expensive. When I'm saying things are expensive, when I went onto a website doing my research before moving here, it said that things are about 40% more expensive. I don't think that actually gives you a full sense of how expensive things are. I think the main reason things are expensive is because minimum wage is so high. If you want somebody to do something for you, you have to pay a premium. People's minimum wage is high, so everything, every service where a human is involved, you have to pay for. Number 4, a DIY culture. I think this segues us nicely into DIY culture. People do things themselves. If things needs to be done, people try not to call out a plumber, not to call out the electrician, not to have gardeners. Yeah, some people do have gardeners. Some people do get out the electricians if it's complicated work or if there's a huge plumbing job that needs to be done. But generally, people do it all themselves because the minimum wage again is so high that it just works out easier if you do things yourself. Number 5, holiday culture. What I've also come to realize is that a lot of people in Canada, they go on a lot of holidays. So because of the geographical location where Canada is located in North America, we can see that you have access to the entire United States, you have access to South America, you have access to the Caribbean, and London and Europe is about a 6-hour flight away. So people here go on holidays. I've got a few colleagues, they go on at least 4 or 5 holidays for the year, which is fantastic. Because Canada is located where it's located, it's easy to get around and easier to fly into the United States or into South America or into the Caribbean. Well, that's my 5 things that surprised me when moving to Canada. If you want to follow my journey, find out more about me, find out more about what I do, if you like this type of content, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell icon, and smash that like button. In the comment section down below, tell me which country you're from, or even just share an interesting fact about your country. Thank you very much. Until next time. Cheers.